here to talk to you about Dragon Ball GT, a video game which we all need for our generation of gaming. Is a Dragon Ball GT game. Now I know some of you may be thinking, yeah, GT suck, GT is not good, all that other stuff. Listen, you GT haters, GT is still a part of the Dragon Ball series, and it's still a good series. And GT was a good series from the beginning. I mean, come on. Over the years, the Dragon Ball Z game, there have been many Dragon Ball Z games that had Dragon Ball GT characters in it, but it wasn't a GT game, it was a Dragon Ball Z game. But now what we need is a Dragon Ball GT game for this generation of gaming, for all Dragon Ball Z fans in Dragon Ball GT. For the real Dragon Ball fans, you know that we need a GT game for our PS3 or PS4, cause there been Dragon Ball games and there been Dragon Ball Z games, but there never has been a Dragon Ball GT game. That's why we need a GT game. Make the first GT game to ever come to this generation of gaming. I mean, don't y'all get tired of playing the same old Super Saiyans? Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, but never Super Saiyan 4. We need to go to the next level of Super Saiyan 4, and that's why we need GT games of Super Saiyan 4. 'Cause I know everybody want to play as Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, and play as Baby and all the other characters, but these Dragon Ball Z games lack of GT characters. And that's why we need a Dragon Ball GT game, because none of these Dragon Ball Z games have that many GT characters for us real Dragon Ball fans to play. So we need a Dragon Ball GT game for the PS3 or PS4, cause I mean, come on, we've been playing Dragon Ball Z ever since. Even though it had some GT characters in it, that doesn't count. We need a GT game. I mean, for me, I love GT. Some of y'all hate GT because y'all think it sucked, but it didn't suck. To me, it didn't suck. I grew up on GT, watching GT when it came out in 2003, and it was a great series. Although it wasn't better than Z, but still. And the storyline goes right along with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball put together. So, yeah, it was a pretty awesome cartoon series for the Dragon Ball series. And all I'm saying is that we need a GT game, cause there have been too many Z's out. We played Dragon Ball Z too many times. They tried their best. They did their best of making all them Dragon Ball Z games. Now it's time for a Dragon Ball GT game. We need a Dragon Ball GT game. Canon or not, I don't care. We need a Dragon Ball GT game. Seriously. I think they need to start working on something new instead of working on the same Dragon Ball Z game they trying to make for the best. They done enough. It's time to make a Dragon Ball GT game. Namco Bandai, Atari, whatever company that's making these Dragon Ball Z games need to make a GT game, seriously, because we need one. And that's all I came here to talk to you about. And I'm Jay Weezy. Subscribe and like and comment.